Hello, everybody. A little bit later tonight, I'm getting on in. I got the headache. I'm mad. I'm ill. I don't feel good. And I love to say anything. Hello, everybody. Hello there, Miss Baby. Hey there, Linda. I'm glad you told me again. I'm not telling you, I ain't exactly with it today. Tonight. My head kind of feels waterlogged. I'm going to be talking about dealing with a professional. Hey there, Miss Pamela. And, Jude? Jude? Is that right? Hey, Cajun Mom. Hey there, Miss Catchy B. I don't know exactly what else, but tonight, like feel like I ate too much. And I was over there listening to Guns N' Roses. I said, man, I need to go on and get them. Hey, that's right. That's right, Linda. That's right. Hey there, Miss Barbara. Y'all got y'all a cup of coffee? Hey there, Jody. Jody Jackson. Hello there, Slim. Slim, ain't it just you and blooming moderators on Grandma's? Ain't it just y'all two? I gotta have cigarettes. All right, Slim. Hey, you must have didn't hear me, Slim. Ain't you and Bloomin' only two moderators in there on Grandma's channel? Oh, okay. All right. All right. I think we're dealing with a professional. I'm going to show y'all in a minute. I don't know if Las Vegas girls gonna get in here. Man, I don't even want to hear about that right now. I feel like I'm at the principal's office now. You might be, Slim. I get around to everything. I want to see if Las Vegas girl's gonna get in here. She might come in here later. If she does, she'll start chatting, you know. There's there's a lot pretty good bit of professionals, y'all. And they are all kind of professionals. And they are men and women that is professionals. Like I told y'all before about the man come over to the house selling cornmeal. His wife was driving him around to houses in the neighborhood, KK. And he come up at the door and he sounded pitiful and he said, "You want to buy some cornmeal?" I said, "How much is it?" He said, $1. I said, "Yeah, I'll buy some." He's peddling cornmeal he made. And I told Tammy about it. She got home. I said, "They had a nice car." She said, "They rich." And I found out later not how rich, but I found out that was true of me, which I believe Tammy did. He bought up there at the church, they bought new benches that had padding, real nice. And I mean, that was a bunch of money. And people bought a bench. A church, do you call it a pew? We bought one. Tammy did. And everybody didn't buy one. That man bought all the rest of them. It ain't exactly the end of it. Later on in years, they got old and people. They called over here wanting Tammy to look after them. And I reckon leave this house here and go over there and look after them. They's gonna leave her all of their money. Millionaires. And she wouldn't do it. like owned a bunch of land. And him peddling cornmeal. And he sold that machine, whatever it was, made that cornmeal. He sold it to another man in there. The other man that bought the cornmeal, he gone too. I don't know where the cornmeal machine is, but he made it right there at his house. Hey there, Jimmy, Myrtle. Hello, everybody. Y'all, days. I mean, I see this a pretty good bit. They just won't give up. And it seems like it's kind of easy to do on here. I sit there and say this way. They go over there and say something different. Some damn body's lying. I'm talking about playing the victim. Make it all about them. How do you always turn a conversation into talking about you? And it worked. That's pretty good, y'all. I was talking about this a little early on the live Tammy doing on Southern Ideas. And I went to get in Texas. Somebody's doing something to me. And guess who done what to who first? Oh, that right there is getting people in the palm of your hand, ain't it? And I'm gonna tell you just exactly like this right here. There's two moderators in Mama's chat. It's either Slim or Bloomin', that blocked Las Vegas girl on Grandma's chat. You know how I always got evidence to back me up? I was live one night. Didn't even know Bloomin' was in there. She never did show her face in chat. But she was in there because I seen her block somebody. And y'all regular people, if you're not a moderator, you won't see that. But the owner of the channel and the moderators, they can see who gets blocked. Every time somebody gets blocked, we can see it. The owner and the mods, they can see it. If you're not a mod, you can't see it. You won't even ever know. I happen to know Slim don't like to block people. And I happen to hear that Slim likes Las Vegas Girl. So, who done it, y'all? And I mean, Las Vegas Girl is as innocent as she could be. Is that a professional statement right there? Oh, it's the cat got you, cat got your tongue. She's the one started it, y'all. You know, she went on Mama's chat there. It's how it all started. She said she didn't ever get on my live no more because I jump on her every time she comes in there. They had nothing been said. And she said that. Then she went up there and told, hey, I said something about that. I don't reckon it was that big a deal. Or maybe it was, I don't remember. Then she went over there and told people on Grandma's channel that Vegas girl was a moderator on my channel. She's one of them. And then she mysteriously gets blocked. And listen, y'all, somebody's wrong. Somebody's wrong. When she made that one statement right there, guess what happened? Grandma's down there like a little fish, waiting for you to drop some bait down there. And then Grandma read that right there. And she started talking about blooming. I'm telling you, blooming is a professional. Yeah, Miss Gladys. She's a professional. Then Grandma started talking about blocking people and all that. And I never did even hear the end of it because John come over here. I will stand up for you, sir. Nothing to gain or lose other than right or wrong. Well, thank you, Alona. A woman there with some backbone, y'all. Well, I mean, I can't tell all about it again, you know. That's glad you had to go back and watch from the first. But then Mama started talking about that. And somebody, I reckon a year ago, told me about Blooming, how she was doing. She can always make it about her. And that's what they told me. Then you go in there and look at the rest of the chat. Ain't people saying, there is nobody saying stuff like that right there. My mama, she knows somebody got blocked from listening to me, but she don't know who it was. Bloomin' knows. And I mean, might have been Bloomin' was going to shut her up, you know. Take her mic away from her, take her, take her chat away from her where she couldn't say nothing. I don't know. But that ain't, I mean, I know y'all a pretty smart bunch of people. That ain't too funny right there. Somebody told me that she was going to run Grandma's channel. Y'all know. I don't make up stuff. Hey, yeah, I see that there, pro. I kind of got to looking at chat there. Let me get back on track. See, you might think everybody's in love with Blooming, but they're not. But she runs Grandma's channel. And I don't know how to say this right here, but just to talk to you and tell you, try to explain it. I don't even know if I will be able to explain it, but you can have people that you think are normal, and you don't know the deep darkness of that person. They can appear good and sweet and lovable and everything, and then go poke a hole in your tire. You know, like got a secret madness about them. And I ain't saying that's exactly what she is, because I don't think it is. I mean, I ain't saying that's what she is, but I think she had one on there that was a moderator. And I told Mom about that about 2 weeks ago. I said, I think you need to get them off as moderator. I said, they are crazy about you. And a moderator go in there and block people after the live, y'all. And I think that person was the kind that would, I'm gonna get you secretly. And when I went back in there, she had done got that person off. What is it, Blonde Rocker? I'm talking like as hard as I can. Yes, things have changed for sure. Hey, girl, when I'm talking, like I can't magically talk and read the chat at the same time. And when I about ignore everybody's message when I'm sitting there trying to say something. I can't say 4 words and then read a comment, and say 4 more words and read another comment. You got to understand that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry about that. All right, I'm glad you straightened that up, Kathy. Yeah, I mean, I don't ignore too many. I mean, I don't ignore no comment, but like, I don't sit here and try to read them while I'm trying to tell something. That gets aggravating. I actually try to get Mama to be, to quit looking at the comments so much and just talk. Because that's what she does best. Being confident does not make one arrogant. I see, I know somebody one time, y'all. You wouldn't think this person would be like that. he went out there at school and cut somebody's tires. He was mad with him. And don't think there ain't people out there like that. I ain't talking about Blooming right this second. I'm saying you need to know, man, you need to kind of know what you doing when you're giving somebody a rent, especially like if you ain't keeping up with it. Hey, I got aggravated about Blooming saying that about me. Jumping on, I jumped on her every time she comes in here so she don't come in here no more. So she's telling everybody, in other words, don't go in there. You know, she's making that public. She's saying that public. 550 people. And then she say some shit about Vegas girl and then block her ass so she can't say nothing. How you like that? And with me saying that, read that right there one more time. That's a professional right there, son. One woman called over here one time. I don't remember what it was about, but I heard Tammy get loud and say, my husband ain't for sale for no amount of money. Did you know either one of y'all in there? Did you know that y'all all know what I'm saying? About what you see on that screen? Hey, boy, the train was running down the tracks just as straight and smooth as you ever seen until that comment right there hit. And the damn train derailed and started taking another track. You know, she could get in that like y'all. Why? Why does it have to be that? That's that's what I was talking about. They keep on People keep on playing with a little doo doo until they start getting shit all over their hands. Especially if they messing with me. When when what it is time for, it's time to shut up. Well, yeah, it ain't that big a deal, Gladys. But I'm just pointing it out. There's a lot of people see this the way I see it. They might not tell you, or they'll tell you over the phone. But this what I'm talking about right here. There's a lot of people see it like that. I bet you do, Miss Gladys. And a lot of people do. Like I say, they'll say it over the phone. 'Cause I hear it. I pretty much know what people think. I pretty well know what the public thinks. And I'll tell you where I'm wrong. I'm wrong for pointing it out, but I ain't wrong about what I'm saying. Yeah, I see that Elmer, and the truth is Mama's got the ability to tell a story, a real good ability. And probably about as good as they come. But for some reason, she goes right to that chat. And, you know, I mean, reading chat won't equal up to telling a good story. And I really ain't telling her what to do. She knows you ain't Pamela Breedlove. She knows who you are, Pamela Vargas. Trust me on that. She knows who you are. You can forget that. She knows who you are. She knows you used to get on my show. Hey, well, you probably ain't gonna see too many big time YouTubers just sitting there reading chat. Pamela? Hey, yeah, that's cool there, Mom. Anybody can do what they want to do. Just what I'm saying really ain't about Grandma. Some people thought that uh, Pamela Breedlove was blooming, but they not. They ain't the same person. And you know how I was talking about the women trying to play checkmate with Stephen. That's what the people on Grandma's channel done to Pamela Breedlove. And they overdone it. The people overdone it. And she didn't want nobody to know who she was. And people that has money, they don't, if people knew who they was, you know what they'd be doing? I can tell you from roofing houses, people with money don't want the public to know it. They'll have everybody coming and hitting them up for money. But the woman, she likes Grandma, or she wouldn't have been doing it. And everybody's trying to pin the tail on the donkey. They should have just been let go and say thank you. That's why people want to be anonymous. I talked to Stephen today for 2 or 3 minutes. I told him I didn't know he had 30 or 40 clones. He says he's got 400 clones. 400 people trying to act like they Stephen got his picture and his videos. You was around then, bro? I went down there and helped Grandma find that grave. I think she went down there 2 times, but I went back with her the second time. That was pretty cool. I think that's the day when we went to Adrian to see that house that burned up. And the internet went out. Oh, she went 3 times? I was with her the time she found it. Everything's changed, y'all. Things change. It's amazing how things change. It's amazing to me how me and Tammy's changed. And the stuff you used to do, you don't do no more. You know, your music taste change. Who you watch changes. They don't. Uh, Cajun Mom, the double T don't care. Really, Nick? I watched him a little while tonight. He had a bunch of people in there. Hey, Kathy B. There was a Kathy in Grandma's chat today, and she thought it was you. And her name was Kathy, but she thought it was you. You know, she don't realize, well, she just might not be thought about it. And the stuff is hard to keep up with. But you under this new name now. Yeah, I don't listen to music near as much as I did. Did everyone do a thumbs up for Danny? A good man. Hey, thank you, Miss Gladys. Well, ain't that Miss Gladys think she's something else now? Beautiful family channels pitted against one another by selfish hearts. Bored women. My heart breaks. Generations can build bridges. Oh, you did? Did Grandma see it? Sling 'em. Oh, see, now I'm kind of looking at chat, see. Hey, stuff you used to do, you don't care about no more. And y'all, I don't know what it is I care about, you know. I really don't know what it is I do care about now. I really didn't buy them cameras for here, you know, in this house. There used to be a commercial on TV saying I can't believe I ate the whole thing. That's what's wrong with me. Hey, I'm not really a chat reader, but it seems like to me things is better in Steven's channel. I near about started to put it on there live. Took me a little while to understand what he's doing because I really hardly don't talk to him that much. But they, other people with channels, uh, get on there with him. They call it babbling. And I think he won every one of them. You can't hardly read chat and be telling something, you know. You could say a sentence and you could say a sentence or something, like what I'm doing right now, and kind of keep up with chat. But if you actually telling something, hey, that Miss Gladys, oh, I have got to put her on as a moderator. As much as she loves me, and she ain't a moderator, I got to get her on here now. And that's what I'm fitting to do. All right, try that there, Miss Gladys. You didn't have one on this channel, Miss Gladys. Because I ain't been live on this channel but a couple of weeks. You know, this is my original channel here. Hey, Susan Witt, this is a live broadcast. Let me throw my picture up there. There you go. It means his life. From observation, Stephen has accomplished an excellent team, one for all and all for one. A lot of hurting women and few men. Jesus, his mama gave him. Okay. You know, it does matter if it's live, y'all. It does matter if it's live. You know, it's amazing how people are double down on something. You know, they stick with it. You know, they run over there, and then there they go. People that don't watch me. Yeah, I'm on this channel right here most of the nights, Susan. You need to subscribe to this channel. This is one of my channels that I just started going live on a couple of weeks ago. You need to subscribe to it if you like to watch it at night. And that reminds me, y'all, of something. No, I can't stop the snow, but I can say a prayer for you. I don't know. You might need to. There's comments. You might need to leave and come back in, Diana. Oh, he does. I see. I see what you're saying there now. Steven's a lot better than most men, y'all. Everybody together don't know how unbearable they are. Everybody together, you know. Well, I know this man. He went to see this woman, and he was single. She was single. He didn't tell nobody about it. He went back, seen her again. And she started telling a few people. And for some reason or another, he didn't want nobody to know what he was doing. And it is his business whether he wants anybody to know or not. And it got out in the public. And she was a little bit crazy. She had a good heart, though. She was a little bit crazy. She'd say some crazy stuff. He didn't want nobody to know he liked her. And she was just somebody that everybody gave hell. And people was going to start ragging him about it. I didn't rag him, but I was there. They started ragging him. That didn't last long. I know what you mean, Linda, because I used to listen to a man smoking on the radio, playing bingo. We was playing bingo. I could hear him. I could hear him smoking. I'd be wanting a cigarette and had one in my hand. It's amazing to me how people will pick the dumbest thing and just try to convince you. And like you're saying, okay, that's enough. Damn, let's just get on with it. But they won't. It's almost like somebody. It's almost like somebody lying, and they figure out that everybody don't know whether they believe it or not, and then they keep on trying to convince you that the lie is true. That's what it reminds me of. I have some good ideas to increase followers. Also, how to give you relief from sinus problems. I have sinus problems too, but I have found simple daily solutions. I hear you there, Susan. And I remember you too, Susan. And I was going to tell y'all, and I've always known about this. I don't know why I have never told y'all. This channel's got, 24,000 subscribers? It could be, like people subscribing and unsubscribing, playing games. I do think they do that. But there is such a thing as like old subscribers falling off. Now I stay, uh, I stay like every day. And I mean, some might fall off, but somebody comes right back in their place. And that's with all pretty big channels. I seen a man today go live, had 100,000 subscribers. He had 300 people watching. And then this was an antenna slash everything channel. Edited videos. And a lot of them people like that. They don't care 2 cents about a life. Not 2 cents. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, I've heard of that. We've all heard of, I ain't never heard of anybody losing 50,000 in one day. But yeah, I mean, they'll go in there and clean it up. But here's what I heard. Instead of them just dropping them off, they do it gradually now. That's what I heard. And I do know that if somebody's subscribed and they never come watch, they'll quit getting notifications. And sometimes even if you do watch, you won't get notifications. But I mean, YouTube is doing it their way, not your way. Hey, I see your comment there, Diana. I think everyone deserves to be heard. Question is it to help the creator they are listening to? Also, it is the wedding picture on your channel is one of you and Tammy. The woman has red hair. Tammy ain't got no red hair. I ain't never been married but one time. I know the picture you talking about. I seen it yesterday. Oh, I'll see if I see it. I went past it or something. I seen it go. I mean, I ain't gonna sit here none. But I wish, I tell you what I wish Mama would just think about what I'm saying. What I've said. That's kind of like a little youngin'. The mom and daddy split up, and the mama can't hardly pay their bills. The youngest mama can't hardly pay the bills, but the daddy is doing real good, and he's buying the youngins gifts. And like, who you think they gonna say they like the best? The mama that says we can't afford this, or the daddy that's buying them everything? Y'all need to actually think about what I'm saying, what I am saying here. See, we all know better than that, see. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I wish you'd think about what I'm saying instead of just fighting on the hill where there ain't no fight. I get tired of being right all the time. I wish I'd get wrong every once in a while. It might shut me up. But I'm right. Yep, I see that. I'm kind of reading a little bit now. You know, the best thing, when somebody starts some bullshit at me, it's really best to leave me alone. And I don't want my people messed with neither. I don't know if we can, Denise. I ain't the one that wrote the shit on Grandma's channel. You know that, don't you? You do understand that, don't you? I mean, you must not been listening. Man, you just hear what I said about the daddy buying gifts for the youngins? Buying love? But then, when they get hurt, they want their mama. Steve was out there one morning, and I was out there with him, and there's this woman on there that she liked Steven a whole lot, and y'all know her too. If y'all was around then, y'all know her. She ain't around no more. She said, "Why don't you talk about something else?" I said, "What you want to talk about?" She was she was bullshitting me, y'all. She lied about what she wanted me to talk about. She said, "Talk about Grandma." You know what it was? She was actually saying she wanted me to talk about Stephen. I'm gonna try to think of her name because y'all know her. She worked in the Social Security office, and she was pretty high up in that Social Security office. It's been a while, you know what I mean? She was trying to get Steven. She was trying to get him. And I don't know if I'd ever be able to remember her name. Because it's been a while. But she was sending a bunch of super chats and stuff. She didn't want to hear about Grandma. I asked her 2 or 3 questions. And realized what she was saying. Well, I mean, she was still working, but it seemed like she was about 50 years old. I don't know if you was around then, Elmo, but if I were to call that woman's name, she had a husband, but she was wanting to take off, and she was rich. She was wanting to, hell, I reckon, move here. And she finally realized she was wasting her time. Hey, I tell you who you ought to talk to, Denise. You ought to talk to Bloomin'. Did you know if she hadn't have done what she done, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now? I mean, do you understand that? Do you understand she got one of my people blocked on Grandma's channel? She done it herself. I mean, do you understand that? I mean, hey, y'all, damn, boy, like, I don't know sometimes, you know? She knows what she's doing. She knows money buys friendship. I mean, Lord have mercy, man. But like, really what got me is when she bad mouthed Las Vegas girl and she's new, see. Yeah, money corrupts. That's right, Brett. You ain't blocked. It seems when things go right, the devil uses whatever vessel he has. You know, I think you might be right, Cajun Mom. Hey, she talks to Mom on the phone. Look at my title. Yeah, I know, Slim. Hey, yeah. Yeah, see, things is running pretty good on Grandma's channel. Do I need to show you this again? This, what she wrote on Grandma's channel today? Did you know Grandma's chat was moving smooth as silk today? And then she got on there and says, I understand what everybody's telling me now. Controlling. You see that? I understand what everybody's telling me now. I just ain't been paying it no attention. You know, Bloomin' got on there and Grandma said, come over here and let me hug you. Let me hug you. She don't know what to say no more. She can't just talk like everybody else. She's got to throw a damn lug wrench in there. Y'all, how could I sit here and say this? How could I make up some? You know what I mean? And, that ain't but two moderators on Grandma's channel. That's Slim and Bloomin'. And then she blocked that woman, Las Vegas girl. She blocked her on Grandma's channel to make her keep her mouth shut. Took her voice away. Can't take mine away. Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, she's new. They don't hardly nobody know Vegas girl, see. But I've seen her in here a bunch of times, about every time I went live. Hey, she's a good chatter. So you, Bloomin' seems like a wonderful woman to all of us for a long time and gave us lots of gifts and see this may be going south. Yeah, I'm looking out for my mama. I mean, everything's trying to get back to normal just as hard as it can. I mean, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, the dust ain't even settled yet. The dust ain't even settled. And who's in there? Who's in Grandma's chat causing all the shit? It ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't said nothing on there, y'all. You think about it. They did, didn't they? They did, didn't they? People loved it when it was all division. They sure did. Bloomin' keeping that fire lit. Think about what I'm saying, y'all. Keeping that fire lit. She could get in there just like everybody else. but she's throwing haymakers. Thousands sometimes. She had 1,000 sometimes. Yeah, well, there's a lot of people think that, Myrtle. That, I mean, I know, I know more than I hear from the people. So I know more than just you as one person. I know more of what's going on because I hear from the people. And then I know what their friends think too. But I mean, I just ain't gonna let nobody get away with it. I ain't gonna let nobody get away with bullshit. Division is what it was there, Cajun Mom. Miss Bloomin', my beef with you is you embarrassed Stephen. You embarrassed Miss Kathy V. You embarrassed Mr. Danny. You embarrassed Miss Tammy. Working all day demanding she try on a Kansas City jacket again. Yeah, I know she made Stephen mad as hell a bunch of times. Y'all got some pretty good memories. Danny at car wash when he has to be. Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be talking about Miss Glass. So I ain't on here making stuff up. And I ain't making something out of nothing. That's division, son. Mama going right along with it, too. Come in, let me hug you, let me give you some sugar. Sweet little innocent thing don't know what to say no more. I still miss Stephen. Grandma loved it when he teased her but would tell him to stop. Yeah. Danny, you're the best. Okay, I'll bite the bullet. Maybe she needed a friend. You don't, let this die. I don't know. May use it just to have something to talk to Grandma about. Hey, let the shit die. Maybe she's lonely. Maybe gifts have grew up That's what I love. We don't know. Well, I mean, there's a lot of people lonely. You know that? She is not the onlyest person lonely. And just because you're lonely, you don't start shit with somebody. And I'm the wrong one. Hey, I'm the worst person in the world to start with. Maybe that's all she knows. Yeah, I love you too, there, Diana. From what I'm hearing you say, Danny, is Grandma's lives have been going great, and out of the blue, Bloomin' pops off with this stuff. That is exactly what I'm saying, Cajun Mom. She derails, she derails Grandma's lives. Because Grandma sees that, that them moderators, she sees them moderators, and then she's writing in caps too, so Grandma catches that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, I sit here and watch Chad a while today on Grandma's channel. I was watching that dog and, glancing at the chat and everything. I seen Blooming when she come in there. This is the first thing that come out of her mouth right there. I copied it and kept it. She ain't say nothing all day. And when she did, that's what she said. You think that's necessary? She's making sure no one gets offended by little old me. That's a professional statement right there, son. That was thought out right there. And then you mean a lot of all of us. You have much wisdom to share, and we love your laughter, and we relate to you. Hey, thank you, Miss Susan. Yeah, I mean, I know, everybody don't. I know that everybody won't sit there and say they agree, but they don't have to. I know. I know. I know what the people think. Making sure no one gets offended by little old me. Just the innocent. That right there is a division statement, y'all. And it made the channel turn a different direction. You can go back and watch it. You can go back to Grandma's thing and watch it. Watch what Grandma said when she read that. Watch what she started saying. If you don't think Grandma took a right hand turn, you go back and listen. You watch whenever Bloomin said that right there. I don't even know what our mama was talking about. I know she was talking about people coming in there saying stuff. And then what she read is saying stuff. I want to tell y'all I appreciate y'all coming in here. Hey, I ain't going to carry on about this shit all, for the next 5 videos. I thought it was over with, but she's fighting back. Got to get the last word in. The damn channels, Grandma's channels losing subscribers. Shit like that right there is one of the reasons. People notice that stuff. Because when Tammy went live tonight on Southern Ideas, I made one little bitty statement. And then people started texting me. They knew what I was talking about. And I didn't say enough for nobody to really know what I was talking about. But they knew. People ain't dumb as like the politicians and everybody think we are. I even heard Grandma say, talking about, the fussing took a toll on her. Man, she was losing weight way before that. Because I noticed it. Did y'all know that? Did you know I could go back and show you thumbnails and prove it? Or you think I can't? See what? See what that one chicken shit statement right there caused y'all? That's what she wants. And then she's got something to talk to Grandma about. And Grandma don't want to hear her damn phone ringing every damn day. I want to tell y'all I appreciate everything. Y'all like and subscribe. Hey, Tammy, have y'all something tomorrow. She said she'd have a live on Southern Ideas. Then she'll have something else. And then, I never really know what I'm going to do. But I'll do something, y'all. I took me some Pepto-Bismol a while ago. I can't believe I ate the whole thing. I ate that soup. Can't believe I ate the whole thing. I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't forget to subscribe. Good night, everybody. Bye, 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 bye.